SMT Nation, we back. We're going to be talking about AT&T in this video. A little bit of an investor spin, but I think this is indicative of where AT&T is as a company today and where it is coming from and the position that it had been in the near past. All right, now this goes without saying. AT&T's last 10 years deserve scrutiny, as written here by TradeVestor on Seeking Alpha. Okay, no affiliation or anything. I just found this article, and I agree with most of the points here. A lot of people have been down on AT&T. I said last year at the beginning of 2022, I love the direction that AT&T was going in, and I feel very strongly that they have turned things around, and the direction they're moving in seems like it makes sense. Pretty much everything that CEO John Stankey has done since he became the CEO a few years ago, he's pretty much nailed it. The company has stabilized the debt. They are no longer adding to the debt. They generate free cash flow. They are able to pay a healthy dividend, keeping investors happy. And they're working towards fixing their debt issues, which they accrued that debt over the course of the last decade under a different CEO who had a different direction for the company, where they were purchasing Warner Media and DirecTV, and all that completely backfired. None of it came to avail, and it was pretty much just a decade setback where they were completely distracted from their core business. Well, those things are all in the past, and they've moved beyond that, and now they're moving in the right direction. And according to the analysis here from TradeVestor, things are looking good for them, and it's making AT&T a more attractive buy to investors. All right, no, it's not perfect. They do still have a lot of debt. So does T-Mobile and so does Verizon. It's more of an industry thing. But when I look at this, this tells me one thing, if anything. AT&T, for the most part, is seemingly starting to earn trust of investors, earning it back a little bit, right? It's not perfect. There have been some public statements from the CEO in 2022 and discussing the dividend cut and all of that. And it hasn't really happened. The dividend is still up. It's still like 6-7% or something, which is way above industry average, or actually market average. I think market average, it's more than double. Okay, now, all of this to say, and I know not everybody out there is an investor, and I'm not giving investing advice or anything. I'm not an analyst myself or self-proclaimed investor or anything like that, or give advice, financial advice. But I will tell you guys that I have been seeing the way that AT&T has been moving. They have good margins. They're profitable. They generate cash flow. They've got a resilient, dependable revenue stream in their mobile services, as well as their fiber. Things are working well for their penetration in fiber. They've got that joint venture with BlackRock for Gigapower. Things are looking pretty good, right? And their capital intensive spending in 5G is likely going to start slowing down here after this year. So if you are an investor, those are things to look at as upside, right? Those are things that are good to investors' ears, sound good. But I think, again, it's more of a position that now that we're starting to see news articles like this one, and then there's others, there's like Wells Fargo is saying, AT&T is getting their an endorsement, and they're a buy, and they're going to outperform the market, and they're better than their counterparts. I mean, this is the first time in a long time where we can say these things are happening within the analysts and the media community that cover these types of things, right? So is the growth sustainable? It appears so. How are the margins? They look healthy. How is the churn? How's the debt? I mean, things are looking good, right? And their focus and their emphasis is to make the company leaner and be more operationally efficient and more attractive to the investor. And that serves them well for the future. But what do you guys think? How do you think they played their cards? How do you think the last few years have gone? And do you think 2023 is going to be a big year for AT&T? It sure seems like it. And 2022 was a big year for them. A lot of organic growth. They found a lot of success. But love to hear what you have to say on this. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more, and turn on that bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links are in the description for all things going on with the channel. Big shout out to the YouTube members and patrons supporting content creation on this channel and making this content possible. Appreciate you all. Y'all the goats. And everybody for watching this. Thank you. We shall see you soon on the next one. Peace.